Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to do page 74. Okay, question number 3. Okay, I want to discuss all the hot questions that are in your workbook. Okay, if you have already answered this, then good for you, but I just kind of want you to get a feel of how the questions in the exam will look like. Okay, actually soalan di dalam modul JPN Sabah itu actually is quite good already lah. Okay, kamu boleh juga menjawab soalan itu kalau kamu bosan sudah dengan buku workbook ini or even the textbook. Okay, so question number 3, the probability that the lifespan of a type of battery is less than 2 months is P. Okay, so the event we are talking about, okay, peristiwa yang kita cakap ini, okay, lifespan less, okay, than 2 months. Okay, and so the probability is P. A sample of 3 batteries is chosen. So that means N adalah sama dengan 3. Out of the so many batteries, you just choose a sample of 3 lah, okay, a very small sample. Okay, which brings to reminder once again that when the number of sample is small, bilangan cubaan, bilangan peserta dalam uji kaji, the number of people that you do a survey, okay, when the number is very small, okay, then it is always better to use a binomial distribution. If you have a very large number of people in your survey, let's say kamu buat satu survey, and all the data you have, you want to count the probability, right? It's so many people. Okay, then it is better to convert it into a normal distribution. Okay, so the biggest difference between the binomial and the normal distribution is especially selain daripada the jenis variable, okay, in the binomial distribution, the number of trials, the number of samples that you take is very small. Okay, but we assume that the number of samples that you take represents the entire population lah. So let's say in this, macam ini kan contohnya kan, katakan kilang ini mengeluarkan 300 bateri sebulan. 1 month it produces 300 batteries. So this particular company in this book says that they only choose 3 as a sample. Mereka memilih 3 saja sebagai sampel. Okay, untuk mengira dia punya kebarangkalian. Okay, that's one way of looking at it lah. So they assume that the 3 batteries yang digunakan sebagai sampel mewakili semua 300 battery. Okay, manakala in normal distribution, you can do up to 300. Okay, so you have like a probability distribution to see how many of the 300 batteries, what is the probability of all the 300 batteries having the lifespan of less than 2 months. Okay, so a sample is chosen at random, the graph below. And so when you look at the graph, the first thing you notice that it is a binomial graph. Okay, so the binomial graph looks like this. Okay, as always, the 0 is not at 0. Okay, and then you have the 3 lines here. Okay, what is the most important ciri tentang the binomial graph? Banyak-banyak kali sudah saya cakap ini pasal all these lines here. What is the most important thing that you must remember whenever we're talking about all these lines? Anybody?
Probability must equal to 1.
Probability must be equal to 1. So we know that this 54 plus 36 plus 27 plus 8 must be equal to 125 over 125. So it should be equal to 1. Okay, so how do you find the value of P? Okay, first thing is we can first know, okay, actually there are many ways to do this lah. Hold on. Okay, there are many ways to do this. So in order to do this, we need to think the simplest method lah. Let's say kamu menggatal-gatal bahkan dan kamu mau juga kamu pilih ini. Okay, so you're going to have a very big problem, because okay, formula for P, whatever R that you're using, okay, is NCR P to the power R Q to the power N minus R. Okay, so if let's say you gatal-gatal, you want to choose the 2, right? So you're going to have P2, okay, which is P2 is 54 over 125 lah. Okay, 54 over 125 equals to 3C2 because our N is 3. Okay, then after that you're going to have P to the power of 2 and then Q to the power of 3 minus 2. Okay, this is a problem because you don't even know what is P, what is Q. You want to find P, tapi tiba-tiba ada Q di sana. So when it comes to situations like this, it is always better to choose either the 0 or the 3. Okay, choose the other ends. Because the 0 and the 3 will give us information that I told you last time that you need to remember. Okay, let's consider 0. P0 is 8 over 125. Therefore, we can say 8 over 125 equals to 3C0. Okay, P to the power of 0, Q to the power of 3 minus 0 is 3 lah. Okay, and this one makes it very easy because what is 3C0? 1. What is P to the power of 0? 1. Okay, and you're left with Q to the power of 3. Okay, so if Q to the power of 3 is 8 over 125, okay, Q will be 2 over 5. Okay, cube root lah. If Q is 2 over 5, then P equals to 1 minus 2 over 5, which is equals to 3 over 5. That's one way of doing it. Kalau kita pakai 0. If I use 3, okay, so 3 is 27 over 125. So 27 over 125 equals to 3C3, P to the power of 3, and Q to the power of 3 minus 3 is 0. And we find that actually using 3 is even easier than using 0. Because immediately Q kuasa kosong bahkan sama dengan 1. P to the power of 3, and what is 3C3? 3C3 is 1. Okay, equals to 27 over 125. And so you find that P cubed equals to 27 over 125, P will still be 3 over 5. So either way, you use the 0 or you use the 3, tujuannya adalah supaya bila kita ada kosong terlibat bahkan, something kuasa kosong will always equal to 1. That makes your life easier. If you gatal-gatal mau guna ini, then you have to figure out what is P squared, you have to figure out what is Q. Okay, can this be done? Can. It can be done. Okay, I'm not saying that it cannot be done, except that kalau ada cara lebih senang bahkan, kenapa kamu mau gatal-gatal mencari cara yang lebih susah? Kerana kamu malas menghafal Q kuasa kosong sebenarnya adalah sama dengan 1. Sometimes I don't understand this about my admat students lah. You know, there's an easier way. All you have to do is just remember, anything to the power of 0 is 1. Itu pun boleh menjadi isu. Okay, Q kuasa kosong sama dengan 1. Baguslah saya Q kuasa 1, saya malas ni kalau kuasa kosong. Okay, itu saya tidak boleh lah. Okay, itulah pemikiran tahap Kardashian lah. I cannot think that level lah. Okay, if there's an easier way, go for the easier way. All it takes is for you to memorize certain things. All right. Once you have the P, okay, P is 3 over 5, you have the N, you can do quite a lot of things lah. Now it says, calculate the number of batteries which are still functioning after 2 months if the 25 batteries from the same brand are used. Okay, so the question is, the battery is still functioning after 2 months. Kita punya kebarangkalian, this whole binomial distribution is all about batteries that tak boleh tahan lebih daripada 2 bulan. Okay, so we have to understand that what the question is giving and what the question is asking is two different things. Soalan bagi bateri ni tidak boleh lebih dari 2 bulan. The question is asking berapa bateri yang boleh bertahan lebih daripada 2 bulan. Kalau saya pilih 25. Okay, so the probability, okay, so the number of batteries, okay, that cannot function. Okay, the number of batteries that cannot function after 2 months daripada 25 bateri tersebut, okay, is 25 times, what is my P? My P is 3 over 5 because the probability of not being able to use after 2 months is 3 over 5. So 3 over 5, you will get 15. So therefore, the number of batteries that still function, okay, after 2 months. Okay, kalau selepas 2 bulan 15 tidak boleh berfungsi, logically the one that can berfungsi is 10. Okay, question number 5. Membebel lah kerja saya kan. Okay, question number 5. Zainal attends a free Japanese language course once a week during the weekend. The probability that Zainal is able to attend. So this is our event. Okay, our event is can attend. Okay, sorry, boleh attend. So the probability is 0.7. Assuming that the class is held 4 times a month, Zainal will be given a certificate if he can attend at least 3 times a month. Okay, so kita punya N adalah sama dengan 4. Bilangan cubaan adalah 4. Dia akan dapat sijil kalau dia boleh mendapat sekurang-kurangnya 3. Okay, dia boleh pergi hadir sekurang-kurangnya 3 kali. So, question A. Calculate the probability that Zainal receives a certificate of attendance on a particular month. Okay, so dia cakap sekurang-kurangnya at least 3. At least 3 means probability of 3 plus probability of 4. And so maximum is 4. You cannot go 5, 6, 7. Tiada sudah 5, 6, 7. Okay, maximum is 4. So sekurang-kurangnya 3 is 3 or 4. And then you just add both the probabilities together. Okay, since P is 0.7, automatically you know that Q is 0.3. Therefore, you can count this and count this using the formula that I showed you over here. Okay, this formula over here, and you should be able to get the answer. 0.6517. Okay, B, the course lasts for 6 months. Zainal is allowed to sit for the final test if he has received at least 5 certificates of attendance. Okay, now this is where the game has changed. 0.6517 is dia terima certificate, okay, for 1 month. Okay, and so in question B, we find that there is a new distribution that's coming up where the number of months is 6. And the probability of 1 month you dapat certificate is 0.6517. Okay, so dia akan terima, he's allowed to sit for the final test if he has received at least 5. That means you need to use this new probability to count P5 plus P6. Okay, so this is where the question gets interesting because in question A, okay, yang panjang-panjang ini, it only talks about 1 month. But in question B, it uses the value from question A to make it even further. Okay, 6 months. Okay, kita bukan saja cakap 4 kelas dalam sebulan, sekarang kita cakap 6 bulan. Okay, so they expand it all the way. So this is where the calculation comes in. Okay, and so when you do this, you do the formula, everything, you get the answer 0.3223. Okay, question number 8. Yeah. Question number 8, page 76. This is a normal distribution graph. Okay, find the standard deviation. Take a look at this. They say the graph shows the normal distribution, doesn't give you anything else. Okay, except that, like this. Okay, just this, and then 1 here, 1 here, and then it says over here is 30%. Oh no. Okay, and then over here is 20%. And then it says that from here to here is 3 minutes, and then here to here is 3 minutes. Again, that's all they give you. They didn't even give you the mean, they didn't even give you nothing lah. Okay, the graph shows the normal distribution of the time for a school bus to arrive at the school. Okay, how do you find the standard deviation? Okay, so 2 ways you can do this lah. If this is 0.2, hold on. Yeah, okay. If this is 20%, maka dari segi probability, this is 0.2. And all this is 0.2. Negative 0.2. Okay, can you find me the Z score for this, please? Guna table, standard normal distribution table. Sorry, I'm very lazy to open the standard normal distribution table today. Can you tell me what is the Z value for the probability of 0.2? Link and 0.2. Okay. 0.2, we have to look in here lah, guys. Okay, we have to look in here. Don't look outside. Okay, kita kena cari yang di dalam. So 0.2, the nearest one we have, okay, is 0.2005, this one. Okay, and we can minus with 5, so that we will get 0.2000. Okay, so we want 0.8, this is 4, and this is 2. Okay, this is, I give you the probability, find the z-score. Okay, be very careful with this. So 0.842, but since it's on the left side, it will be negative 0.842. Okay, so negative 0.842, you will get negative 3 divided by negative 0.842, and you will get the answer 3.563. This is my standard deviation. Okay, all right, don't worry about this. It's a skill, okay, it's a skill that we need to constantly practice. Yang senang adalah, I give you the Z cari probability, that's easy. It is the other way around that is complicated. So practice that one more. Okay, rather than just, oh saya pandai sudah baca ni jadual. Tidak, you are only good at this jadual kalau kamu tahu doing it the other way around. There are two ways. Okay, macam any healthy relationship. Okay, it's always a two-way street. Kalau kamu bertepuk sebelah tangan saja ini, then you should ask yourself what you are doing in that relationship. Okay, B, the mean time is 7:10 a.m. Whenever we have questions that have mean time, okay, whenever we have questions that we have mean time, we usually like to use 0710, okay, 24-hour system. Okay, so the time is normally distributed with a mean time of 0710 and the standard deviation, variance of 3.563 squared. Okay, that's the variance. So the standard deviation is 3.563 lah. Okay, question is, students are considered late if they arrive after 7:20. After 0720. So calculate the probability that a student who takes this bus is late. That means you want to find the probability of X is bigger, sebab late bahkan. Bigger means tidak termasuk lah. Okay, bigger than 0720. Okay, we use 24-hour system because it's easier to count. Alright, so same thing, X 0720. Somebody calculate for me the z-score, please. What's the z-score for this? 0720 minus 0710 divided by 3.563. Should be, yeah. .807. Okay, 2.807. I won't show the working here. Okay, then the same thing. Graph is 2.807 is where? Sebelah kanan ke sebelah kiri? It will be sebelah kanan because it's positive. 2.807. Di mana kita lorek? Sebelah kanan atau sebelah kiri? Follow the arrow. So we sebelah kanan. Kalau begini lorekan kamu, how do you find? Baca terus. 2.807. Okay, let's go. 2.8 is over here. Wow, so tiny. 2.80. Wow, 7. Starts from 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sini. Minus 5. So 0.00256 minus 5. So you get the answer 0.00251. Okay, and that's our answer lah. 0.00251. For probability, usually we like to give as complete as possible. Okay, kita ikut saja dalam jadual. Kalau jadual ada sampai 7 tepat perpuluhan, 7 lah semuanya. Okay, yalah, ada lah tapi jarang. Okay, jarang. So if they give you 5, bagi saja 5. So kamu ikut jadual. We follow the table. Okay. Okay, other than that, every other question is a very standard question. There are no particular HOTS questions. Saya hanya mau cover the soalan HOTS for today lah. Okay, so yesterday I gave you this homework makan. This one. Okay, self-exercise 5.13, page 182, question 3 to 6. Okay, formative exercise 5.3, Page 183, question 1, 3, and 4. I think 7 questions over the course of a few days is enough lah.